Hey family, it's Regina. Welcome if this is your first time, and of course, welcome back if you're coming to hang out with me again. Thank you for being here. Today is another REHOME by note, and the note, without question, is Plum. One of my favorites. I have quite a few to go through, and as usual, I'm gonna do a first sniff, tell you what I think, let them dry down, and then we're gonna do a rapid round where I'm telling you what potentially is gonna stay or go. If that sounds like something you'd like to listen to, please stick around. And as I like to say, welcome. Start with Attar Collection's Hayati. Oh, coming straight out the bottle. It reminds me, it's very similar to Eden Juicy Apple, another one that's coming up, which is Sublime. Straight out the bottle, it has a little bit of definitely sweet, ripe fruit, but more apple, plum, peach. But then it mellows so quickly. And then there's a jammy note there. So that jammy note could be plum, Banana Republic's tobacco, and tonka bean. Now, just from the color, I would like to think it has plum in it, but it certainly is a gorgeous purple bottle. But tobacco and tonka bean and plum, I don't know, I guess it could be a combo, right? On first sniff, it's coming off more like a masculine cologne to me. There's something, and it could be the tobacco, something a little maybe cedar, woody, something in there, but it just seems more of a male focus or male forward fragrance. This is Frappine 2070. I have no idea how I ended up with this, guys. That came from somewhere, and I even have the Extreme somewhere, which interestingly enough did not crop up on my list. Ooh. Definitely more of a, on a first spray, definitely woodier. It's just hard to describe it. It's very much woody. I would say very much masculine leaning. Wow. Soradoro Janny. Now, if I remember correctly, this is the one that when I first smelled it, came off very bready to me. Very much yeasty, and probably that's where it gets the gourmand scents from. Oh yeah, definitely bready, brioche, sweet bread, Hawaiian rolls, but then there's fruit, so it could be like a plum compote, plum jam. God, that's, for the gourmand lover, that is a good one if you're into those kinds of notes for sure. Here is Kais Perfumes Serenade aux Fraises. And I remember this being very much not nice. On the picture, it shows strawberries and then a strawberry cake with like custard filling. Ooh, well, that's a great sprayer. Did you see that? That's awesome. Very much strawberry. I would almost say it has a hint of raspberry, but maybe that's the plum. But definitely strawberry and then a cake. Like you get the custard or the buttercream frosting in between the layers of the cake, and you also get the cake. Whittian's Almond. And this is one of my favorite almond fragrances. I don't think I've ever thought that it smelled like fruit. Yeah, see, even in the air, I don't get any discernible fruit. I do get almond, vanilla, a hint of a floral in there. But I can't say that I can't say I get plum for sure. So how are you guys doing for the holidays? Have you decorated? Did you decorate like the beginning of November? How do your holidays work? Are you shopping? I personally wish I was in Europe, or where they have the UK, where they have the Christmas markets, because that's just a nice tradition where you sort of go and you buy little handmade things, or you buy specialties for the season, and you visit with people and you socialize and you drink mulled wine and cider, and and you enjoy just being out in the cold. This one, Navitus Imperial. There's a gourmand note to it, but there's something that makes it smell like hazelnut and Raid. So like a sweet Raid, which is kind of rude to do that to the roaches. They're thinking they're gonna get dessert, and instead they're dying. How about Miral, Matin Martin? One of my favorite bottle designs. of all time. I just love the cap. I love the rounded edges on the square bottle. It's one of my favorites. And I only have 2 of these, this one and I think Jamila. This one has a little hint of that Middle Eastern note. There's a slight sharpness here that I'm not loving. And the sweetness is okay. One of my favorites that I hunted down, which is Erin's Tangier Vanille d'Or. It's pricey in my opinion, but probably in comparison to all the other ones out there, maybe it's not that pricey anymore. Great ingredients. I only have this, the Tangier Vanille, the regular, and then I have one more, amber something, amber musk maybe. But no one really talks about this line very often. Oh, this is in the same vein as Celine's Zuzu or Celine Black Tie, but softer. Could this be a day scent? I don't know. It's softer than those 2, so you probably could. Baid El Oud Sublime, which I think is inspired by Eden Juicy Apple. And Eden Juicy Apple to me is straight up apple. It's just a vibrant, sparkling apple, right? Great for spring, summer. This is not as sparkling, not as lively. It's a little more subdued. Definitely get the apple in it. I can't say I get any plum. And then a hint of something else. Don't know what, not sure I like it. Whatever the something else is. Pantheon Aroma Dulce Passione. Now I already know this is, the reason why I bought this because this is a gourmand. It is a chocolate bomb. Ooh, yes, chocolate. Almost like chocolate and hazelnut. It's a chocolate dessert of some sort. It's not very, very sweet. I can't say I get any plum. Can't say I get any fruit. I definitely get more of the chocolate, the cacao, and nuts. Tardis by Carner Barcelona. This was one that I kept. I only had 2 from this line, this house. This reminds me of a Sharpie. I've just taken the lid off a Sharpie. I'm gonna write a magic marker note or something, and that's what this reminds me of. It's not unpleasant. What is that? What is that thing where you like weird smells? I forget. You know, like people who like the smell of chalk. And it's not bad. It's definitely a freshie. Something I would probably wear for work, probably more spring. I might wear it in the fall because I would like to see how it holds up in the cooler weather, but right now it's definitely making me feel like it is a spring freshie. Daisy Oh So Fresh, Marc Jacobs. This is another freshie, you guys. This one I'm surprised. I don't remember it's floral for sure. Oh yeah, and see this is just this is something I would be comfortable with if I had a teenager wearing to school or wearing to dance class or something, or I would even wear this to the gym. It's just a very inoffensive, fresh scent. I didn't get any fruit plum in it. It's just more of the light, almost aquatic floral. This one, Mademoiselle Rochas. I love the Rochas house. I think they're lovely. This is another freshie. This is more floral fresh than like the Oh So Fresh by Marc Jacobs. This is a light, airy. Do I detect any fruit? No. There's a sweetness to it, which I would think I would attribute more to the floral note than I would to a fruit note. So I'm not getting any fruit there either. And then this last one, which I already know is one of my loves, and I'm kind of surprised it's because it has plum in it, and this is MDCI Pêche Cardinal. This to me is a naked peach running through the fields, throwing off her juice. It's just all peach to me. So I could say it's a one note wonder, but the peach seems so realistic. So realistic. And there's other things there, obviously. I'm just overwhelmed by the peachness of it all. I don't know, is there plum in there? Maybe. I don't get it, but maybe. I'll be right back. We're gonna do the rapid round. Before we get into the rapid round, let me just say that you know that I'm on that secondary journey of there can only be 100. Hope you'll watch those as I go through that. Those are gonna be typically in groups of fragrances. These are by note. So if this is gone here, they're gone. I'm going for my favorite of the favorite. I'm going for my toe curlers. So let's get started and see what happens with any of these. Hayati, Attar Collection. No, there's absolutely no scent on that stick. Banana Republic, Tobacco and Tonka Bean. Definitely unisex, but leaning masculine. No. Frappine, 2070. No. It became very spicy, peppery, even more masculine than it was on the initial spray. Janie, Soradoro. Oh yeah, this is just a gourmand dream. That's good, that's a yes. Serenado Frost, Kais Perfumes. Yes, this is sweet. This would be a nice layering fragrance. Guidian Almond. Questionable. Navitus Parfum and Purell. No, it still smells like Sweet Raid, even on the dry now. Miral Matin Martin. No, I have others that this reminds me of. Erin's Tangier Venidor. Yes. It reminds me so much of a lighter, fresher black tie or Zuzu by Celine. Body Outlude Sublime Latafa. It's gonna go questionable. There's something in that mint that I'm not a fan of right now. And when I say questionable, all that means is that I'm gonna have to wear it, see how it works with my body chemistry, and then it's a definitive yay or nay. Because right now, I think it's leaning, but I'm not sure. Dolce Passione. So that's a yes, artist. This is a yes. I'm shocked. This might not be the right time to wear this, but this is like day work scent. Okay, that surprised myself. Oh So Fresh, Marc Jacobs. Yes, Mademoiselle Rochas. This is another yes. I'll be honest. If I had to choose between Mademoiselle Rochas and Marc Jacobs, I'd be going with the Mademoiselle Rochas. It is a more mature, more floral scent than the Daisy. Daisy to me is coming off more aquatic. MDCI Pêche Cardinal. Yes, although I could see this going. My nose is feeling like this could be a little over the top. Let's regroup, I'll be right back. And the final tally is, I started with 15, 2 are questionable, 5 are definite no's, and 8 are currently yeses. Think about liking or subscribing, and definitely please come back. And today's note was Plum. What do you have that's got a plum note in it? What's your favorite? You know I love to know. I will see you in the next one, you guys. Thank you for being here. Cheers.